Hello, dear children. I welcome you back to the English class. Students, let's continue with chapter number 7, Matilda Can Do Magic, which has been written by Roald Dahl. Do you remember we have covered a little bit of this chapter in our previous session, that is Matilda Can Do Magic, part A. Today, let's continue with part B. So, let's get started. But before we continue, let's do a quick recap of what we have done in our earlier session. So, students, do you remember the main character? Do you remember the main character of the story? Yes, the main character is a little girl whose name is Matilda. Okay, what is the name of the little girl? The name of the little girl is Matilda. Okay, now the story goes that the headmistress has come to Matilda's classroom and she sees a newt in her glass of water. Now, what is a newt? This is a newt. You can see in this picture here, it looks like a frog and a lizard. Now, Miss Trunchbull has seen this newt in her glass of water and she thinks that Matilda has placed that newt in her glass of water. So, she is very annoyed with Matilda. Just then the glass of water topples over and now she blames Matilda for having done that, and so she is very angry, even more angry, and she threatens to expel Matilda from the school. Expel means to remove from school, and angrily she leaves the classroom. While all other children leave the classroom, Matilda remains seated at her place because there is something that is bothering her. There are some thoughts that are going on in her mind, and she's got a secret and she would like to share that secret with somebody. Now, she's not comfortable to share the secret with her parents nor the headmistress, as they are not the ones to understand her. So she decides to share the secret with Miss Honey, her teacher, who is kind, gentle, and who understands Matilda very well. So here you can see Matilda sitting there and she's chatting with the teacher, Miss Honey. So let's read further. Now Matilda tells the teacher, I have got a secret and I want to share with you that secret. So Miss Honey is more than willing to help her, because there were two meetings with Matilda's parents and headmistress concerning Matilda, and Miss Honey understands the child and she wants to help her. Now this is an opportunity she has got to help her, so she is more than willing to help her. So now she asks Matilda what is it that is bothering her. So she asks her, yes Matilda, tell me what happened to you that is so peculiar. Peculiar means strange. Okay, now let's see Matilda replies. Read, Miss Trunchbull isn't going to expel me, is she? Matilda asked. Because it wasn't me who put the creature in the water. I promise you it wasn't. I know it wasn't, Miss Honey said. So now Matilda is asking Miss Honey whether the headmistress is really going to expel her from school, because she says that she hadn't put the newt in the glass of water. So Miss Honey says that I know that you haven't put it. I know you very well and I know that you haven't put the newt in the glass of water. Am I going to be expelled? Matilda asks. So then Miss Honey says, I think not, Miss Honey said. The headmistress simply got a little overexcited, that's all. Good, Matilda said. But that isn't what I want to talk to you about. What do you want to talk to me about, Matilda? So now Matilda is worried whether Miss Trunchbull is going to expel her. So she asks her whether she's going to be expelled. So Miss Honey says no, because you hadn't put the newt in the glass of water, and I've explained that to the headmistress. Okay, so she has actually got a little annoyed, and so she must have just said that she wants to expel you, but I don't think she will expel you. So then Matilda says, good. Then she says, but this is not what I want to talk to you. This is not the secret. There is something else that I want to talk to you about. So then Miss Honey says, what is it? Let's read further. What do you want to talk to me about, Matilda? I want to talk to you about the glass of water with the creature in it, Matilda said. You saw it spilling all over Miss Trunkwell, didn't you? I did indeed. Well, Miss Honey, I didn't touch it. I never went near it. So now what Matilda says that the glass of water toppled over. You must have seen that, Miss Honey. So Honey says, yes, I saw it topple over. So then Matilda says, but I didn't touch it, nor I went near it. Okay. So let's read further. I know you didn't, Miss Honey said. You heard me telling the headmistress that it couldn't possibly have been you. But it was me, Miss Honey, Matilda said. That's exactly what I want to talk to you about. So what Miss Honey says that I know you didn't topple the glass because you had not gone near it, and I've already explained that to the headmistress that it wasn't you. It couldn't be you because you hadn't touched the glass of water. So now what Matilda says, now what she says is very, very strange. Okay, so what Matilda says that, but actually it was me who toppled the glass of water, and that is what I want to tell you. So this is what she says to Miss Honey. This is a secret. Okay, let's read further. Miss Honey paused and looked carefully at the child. I don't think I quite follow you, she said. So now Miss Honey is a little puzzled. Okay, so she says that I don't understand what you're telling, because first of all you said you haven't touched the glass of water, you were not near it. Okay, so definitely you have not toppled it, and now you're saying that you were the one who toppled it. So I do not follow what you're saying. Okay, let's read. I got so angry of being accused of something that I hadn't done that I made it happen. Now what Matilda says that I was very angry with the headmistress because she blamed me for something that I hadn't done. So then I wanted that thing to happen. Okay, so she says that I made the glass of water topple. So now Miss Honey asks her, you made what happen, Matilda? So Matilda replies, I made the glass tip over. So Miss Honey replies, I still don't understand what you mean, Miss Honey said gently. Okay, now Miss Honey is getting puzzled of what Matilda is saying. Okay, so she's a little confused. But she's very gentle. She's not annoyed or irritated with her. She's still gentle. So she says, I don't understand what you're saying. Because Matilda is saying, I did not touch the glass, but I made the glass tip over. Okay, now let's read further. I did it with my eyes, Matilda said. I was staring at it and wishing it to tip, and then my eyes went all hot and funny, and some sort of power came out of them, and the glass just tipped over. Miss Honey continued to look steadily at Matilda through her steel-rimmed spectacles, and Matilda looked back at her just as steadily. Now, what is the reason Matilda is saying? What's your explanation she gives? She says that though I did not touch the glass of water, I made it topple over. And how did she topple over? Topple the glass? How did she make it fall? She said that she was staring at the glass. Okay, she was concentrating at on the glass, and she was staring at it, and some sort of power came in out of her eyes, and with that power she made the glass to topple over. Okay, like a magician, something like magic. Okay, she made the glass to topple over just using the power of her eyes. So Miss Honey just stares. She's just looking at Matilda. Okay, let's continue. I'm still not following you, Miss Honey said. Do you mean you actually will the glass to tip over? Yes, Matilda said, with my eyes. Miss Honey was silent for a moment. She did not think Matilda meant to lie. It was more likely that she was simply allowing her vivid imagination to run away with her. You mean you were sitting where you are now, and you told the glass to topple over, and it did? Okay, now what Matilda says that she made the glass to topple over using the power of her eyes. Okay, So now Miss Honey knows that Matilda is not telling a lie, but she knows that all this is the little girl's imagination, like just like how small children are imaginative. So she thinks all this is her imagination. Okay. So she's again asking her, "You sure that you made the glass topple over just sitting there without touching it?" Yes. Okay. Something like that, Miss Honey. Yes. So Matilda says, yes, something like that. Yes. I was sitting here and I just stared at the glass of water and I made it topple over. So now let's see what Miss Honey says. Miss Honey says, if you did that, then it is just about the greatest miracle a person has performed in a long time. I did it, Miss Honey. So Miss Honey says, if you have done that, that means you have done some big miracle. Okay. Something big, something extraordinary. So Matilda says, yes, I have done it. Okay. So now Miss Honey says, it is extraordinary, thought Miss Honey. How often small children have flights of fancy like that. She decided to put an end to it as gently as possible. Could you do it again? She asked kindly. I don't know, Matilda said, but I think I might be able to now. Miss Honey knows that it is not possible for Matilda to do that magic. Okay. She knows she's not telling a lie, but she knows that it is just a child's imagination. And she wants to train Matilda to put an end to all her wild imaginations. Okay. So then she's being gentle with her and she's asking her, okay, that will you please do that again? Can you do that magic? Can you perform that miracle once again of staring at the glass and making it topple over with the power of your eyes? So then Matilda is not very sure. So she says, I'm not sure, but I think I might be able to. So she's not very sure, but she says, at the same time, I think I might be able to do it. So then let's see what happens, whether she will try doing it again. Let's see that in the next part, that is part C. So to be continued. Let's go through the meanings. Toppled, fell over. Vivid means bright. Fresh, vivid imaginations. Okay, fresh, live imaginations. Flights of fancy means imaginations. Okay, series of imaginations that go through one's minds. Extraordinary means more than ordinary, not just ordinary but more than ordinary, something special. So these are the meanings, children. I hope you have understood today's part. Please go through the video once again, read the content that has been covered, learn the meanings. I hope you are doing the reading practice. Yes, learn the meanings and complete the assignments. We shall then see what happens whether Matilda performs that miracle of toppling the glass over in our next video, in the next session, that is part C. Till then, take care and God bless you. Thank you for participating. God bless you all. Thank you.